let's do a biblical recreation. So remember the Pharisees and they were picking the wheat and they're eating it, and the Pharisees like, are they picking wheat on the Sabbath? Ah! I hope you guys can hear that. It's like having tinnitus and just like that ringing. I think it's like a northern cicada. It sounds slightly different than the ones I heard in Georgia and Tennessee. But it's like constant, like someone won't turn the alarm off, and my SE demon, SI inferior is freaking out. And I gotta zone it out at times. I guess I can just listen to my book, but I think it's important to enjoy the nature as much as possible. I can always listen to books, especially when I'm about to go to sleep. This is a weird part of the trail. We're in the middle of a field. Say hi, harmonica. Alright, so we're like in a, this is a cornfield to my left. That's corn for all you people. To the right, I don't know. That was literal wheat back there, where I made my Jesus and the Apostles getting yelled at by the Pharisees video, which is fun. I may have offended an ex-Mormon. He ran off from me. But there's always a kinship when you talk to other ex-cult people. But he was a nice guy. He was telling me Happy Father's Day. And then that he's been married to the same wife for 23 years. Pretty cool. Let's do a reboot. Cool times. I believe this is day 8. I have been on trail exactly 1 week. I started last Friday. I want to do like an injury update. I don't have any major injuries. The most painful one I have is my right wrist hurts. And you would think like, hey Matt, don't you masturbate all the time? Why would your wrist hurt? And I'm like, you know, you're right. I don't know why. But when I was training in Texas for this hike, I didn't use my trekking poles in Texas, which was a mistake. So I think this is what people have described to me as carpal tunnel. I'm hoping it will go away, but it's only on my right wrist. My left wrist actually feels fine. On my right big toe knuckle, a little bit of, I don't know if you want to call it tendonitis or what. I haven't reached the point now where I would tape my big toe to my next toe over to try to strengthen it for a little bit. I haven't reached that point. It's not that painful. Before coming out here, I was worried about plantar perhaps, but I am wearing Dr. Scholl's insoles for plantar fasciitis, and I haven't really pushed myself, and so the longest I've done is 16 miles, but my feet feel fine besides those little things. I am doing yoga twice a day. I'm getting really flexible. Even when I was hardcore rock climbing, I wasn't this flexible, but I think we're doing 11 or 12 miles into Boiling Springs today. I'm still here with harmonica. She's taking it slow, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it slow with her too. So we don't have any. I think we have 11 or 12 miles a day, and then 14 tomorrow. And then she wants to do like 10, 11 again. I'm gonna try to convince her to bump it up to 15, but we haven't got that far. I'm gonna buy some new socks today because I already have a hole in my farm to feet one, and I do love those farm to feet socks, but if I wear them like a week more, it's gonna have holes in them. I'm wearing my Injinji lightweight socks right now today, and I kind of feel like running. It's like kind of those kind of socks versus the soft wool ones. But looking like a pretty easy day. It's gonna be a nice little easy stretch until it gets to Rocky, Pennsylvania, but this is what the trail looks like. Alright, so we're starting leaving Boiling Springs, going up north. There's a section here, it's supposed to be 14.3 miles to the next shelter, and there's a no camping policy for the next 14 miles. I believe we're going through farmland as a reason, so there's maybe like one little path through all the private property to allow us to get through. Had a good breakfast over at Cafe 101. We stayed at Lace's Hostel last night. It was okay. I stayed at 3 hostels so far. It was not terrible, but it was definitely third best. I kind of maybe have a little bit of entitlement where I think that if I stay at some kind of hostel, pay money, better have fucking Wi-Fi. And she called it T-Minimal, my T-Mobile, and it was really frustrating trying to contact loved ones and stuff back home, upload videos and things like that while I was there. First world problems, I know. But besides the shower and maybe doing laundry, just in the woods and done that. I did sleep well. That's a nice thing. I can sleep in a hostel or a hotel with no Benadryl, no melatonin needed, you know, up across the street, but pretty good. So, Blank Springs is a pretty city. I don't know. This is what the trail looks like right now. Gotta watch for cars. Kind of a weird part of the trail. I managed to keep my feet dry this whole time, but now they gotta walk in this stupid grassy pasture through this farm. They're now getting wet from the wet plants. Whoa.